All right, anatomy kiddos, let's see how this goes. This is either going to be really awesome or this is going to be an absolute train wreck. Let's just see how this goes. What I've done is I've taken the PowerPoint presentation, Chapter 15, Digestion and Nutrition, and I've taken pictures of certain slides. So not all of them are going to be in here. And I've also embedded the digestive system diagram in here in about 2 pages so that we can go over parts of that. Again, I may not go over every single thing the entire time, but this allows me to draw on things and write on it. So while you can just imagine me flitting around the room, waving my hands everywhere, showing you parts of the digestive system with diagrams and stuff like that, we're just going to have to imagine this. And the good thing about this system is you're working on this hopefully every day. So from now on, part of your background assignment is to, as you eat, think about the digestive system, think about what you're actually doing. In order to keep these short and sweet, I'm probably just going to talk about the diagrams in this first video, and then maybe a little bit about the mouth, but we're just going to divide these up into multiple sections. I don't want to do too many minutes at a time, just because I don't want to do that either. So here we go, digestive system and nutrition. So point of emphasis, when we look at this, digestion is both mechanical and chemical breakdown of foods, and with the goal of nutrient absorption for the individual cells. So with this, the mechanical digestion is any of the smashing. That's going to be done by your teeth, your tongue, okay, in your mouth. So that's going to physically smash that. When it goes to the stomach, it's mixed around. Increasing the surface area is the goal of mechanical digestion. Chemical digestion, most of which is going to occur in the small intestine, starts in the mouth with salivary amylase or saliva mixing with things that break down a lot of starches. That's why when you first start to eat, you might notice certain things are sweet in terms of that. And we'll talk about taste down the line. Again, the digestive system carries out this process of digestion. The digestive system itself has 2 parts. You've got the alimentary canal, okay, which is from mouth to anus, okay, and then you've got accessory organs. So you've got the alimentary canal, which again is mouth to anus, and then you've got the accessory organs that help with digestion. Okay. All right, so when we first look at the diagram, so I've zoomed it into the top part. There's a lot of lines here, and I'll post the answers to this. I just want to use this to go over certain parts of it, color in certain things, but I'll put the coloring diagram answer key up there and let you all message me about how you can't read my writing. So that's just going to be what it is. So with this, again, as we look at it, you've obviously going to have the mouth and the oral canal. So let's start with, let's go red to start. So with this system, again, what you're going to have is digestion is going to go here, okay, and the section here in red is going to be where the mouth is. Now we have several things along the way, but that is actually called the oral cavity, which is here, the oral cavity, which again, I'll post the answer key so you can see this, okay? The next structure here in the mouth is going to be, and I'm just going to go in colors here in order, just kind of outline this structure right here in green. That is the sublingual gland, okay? And that's because it's under the tongue, okay? And then the next one here is going to be the submandibular gland because it's down in the mandible. So submandibular gland. Okay. So then as we start to go on the back side, there's one more gland over here. And this one over here, this is the, oops, come on, let me have it. This one over here, that is the parotid gland. Okay, and again, I'll have, these words are on the one diagram. You can fill these in with that. Okay, so as we start to move along, the next item here, I'll just keep the same color. Well, no, change colors here. All right. Minor. This little hangout thing back here, we'll see in a really gross view later, is the uvula. Okay, that's the little thing that hangs down in the back of your throat. And then obviously right here, this is the tongue. Okay, so uvula and tongue, those 2 structures there. So then the next thing is going to be what's called a certain region as you are in the upper portion still before you start down. This section right here, okay, as we move into here, okay, as we get here with the windpipe, okay, so this is the trachea here, that's the trachea. This section is going to be called the pharynx. Okay, and I'll write that one out this time. Okay, that's your pharynx, okay? So the division, as we start to move down, then it becomes a region known as the esophagus as it moves down along with the trachea. So the pharynx is kind of that intersection area where you have both respiratory and digestive together, which makes sense because that's why, you know, you've got that connection behind why you can spit milk out of your nose and that kind of stuff, and why when you get an infection or when you get some sort of thing where you have a cold, the snot goes down the back of your throat. Okay, so with this is the esophagus, okay, which again is going to be this structure right here. Hollow tube, very flexible. Material moves through by doing peristaltic action, which is the squeezing, which we'll have a view of that here shortly. So again, kind of a division, you know, somewhere around there. Okay, so that is the upper section of the digestive system. So we're going to try that and see how that video goes. Real short and sweet, and then we'll come back to doing the next section here. Like I said, I just want to keep these short, and then we'll do the diagram of the lower portion of the digestive system next. So just to give you a chance to look at this, hopefully this didn't go too poorly. And like I said, if you need the words on this, you actually have this diagram, which has most of those words on it. And then you've got some others that you can look up. So next video, we'll finish off this diagram, talk about this, and then I just can't wait to get to that diagram. All right, kids, so like I said, short, sweet, to the point. We'll come back to this with another video so you can watch them a little bit at a time. All right, kids. Haha.